Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. I am your host, Live Wire. This is your Cool Down Tuesday edition. So, something that I wanted to bring acknowledgement to is that I feel like the Indiana Fever, um, with only 2 days left, we still waiting to see who's going to get cut. Now, I already know that Michaela Timpson will make the team. There's no way she's not going to make this team. So that's out of the question. Just throw that out. But it's going to come down to Jalen Brown. But there's an interesting take that I have came across, and that's from Rachel Demita, who has Courtside podcast on YouTube, and she came up with a very interesting take that really made me think about what the Indiana field could be doing. Now they have to finalize their roster by the 15th. That's 2 days from now, and we haven't heard anything yet. Could there be a reason behind that? Could they be waiting to see what other players who get cut from teams? There has been a slew of them right now. Maybe they have their eye on somebody, but we have seen DJ Kelly. We have seen a couple of Wings players, Dallas Wings players. We have seen Harmony Turner. We have seen um, Shania Sellers. A lot. But could the Fever be looking at somewhere else? So Rachel gave a pretty good take, and I pretty much it kind of got me to thinking. It kind of got my mind rolling too, because we already know through free agency the Fever was moved very silently. They ain't the type of organization that's going to tip their hand to allow people to think who they're going to release or let go. That's pretty. And I had said before that there could be something that we don't even see or really don't know. A lot of people think it's Colston should be cut. A lot of people think it's Bree Turner should be cut. We don't know. So let me let you listen to Rachel real quick.
I want to talk about a theory that I have, and I might be kind of crazy with this one, but with the Indiana Fever, we have not seen their roster be finalized yet, and a lot of people are waiting for that last. We have Wade blank. They have one more person that they need to cut in order to be within the salary cap limits for their team. And a lot of people are assuming that that is going to be Jalen Brown. Now, I talked about it in another video about the point guard situation and the backup point guard situation. A lot of people have been underwhelmed by Sidney Colson's play on the court, and a lot of people were thinking that Sidney Colson was going to be Caitlin Clark's backup point guard. I actually think that Caitlin Clark's backup point guard is going to be more of a Sophie Cunningham, or when Caitlin is not on the court, they're not going to have a true backup point guard to fill in that slot. My theory is that they might wait to see who other teams put on waivers to see if they actually want to cut two players from the Indiana Fever roster and possibly pick up another player who has been put on waivers. Now, will that be another tall player? Will that be a backup point guard? Will it be just somebody else? They just trying to see who is waived off of these other teams, who these other teams are willing to give up that might be a good fit for the Indiana Fever. That's just a theory that I have because I feel like they are taking really long in announcing.
All right, so you hear that. She said that it could be multiple things. I have to agree with her because you know why? Because the way the Indiana Fever has been moving through free agency. And this is kind of like a situation. because they are in a tight position when it comes down to their salary cap. Because Bree Turner's making 80,000 and Sidney Colson making 90,000. But could they get a cheaper point guard? Now we already know they want a veteran experience, but you already have four veterans on the team. Well, you have five. You have five on the team, to be honest with you. I mean, plus the ones that you already have, your core with Caitlin, Leah, and Lexi and Kelsey. But the thing about it is, there's a young group. So me personally, I feel that um, with Sophie, Dewana, and Natasha Howard, that's the veterans that you need. And Bree Turner, if you keep her, you really need Sydney Colson when you could have Dewana Bonham bring the ball up? You could have Sydney Colson play the point sometime. You could have Lexi. You already got Kelsey. And if you turn in Aaliyah Boston to a point center, point forward, she could do some damage. But could there be somebody out there that the Indiana Fever are looking at that we don't even see? Could they be waiting on someone? Me personally, I don't know. Being honest, this is a tough one for me to even figure out. But I do like Rachel's assessment because it makes you think that, hey, can the Fever cut two people? That's the tricky part, is that are they willing to cut two people to create more money? Could cut and bring Bree Hall back? That's another situation they could be thinking of. I mean, if you think about it, they have what, 11 on the roster right now. You cut one, you go down to 10 by keeping Tipson on there. So you would need to fill out two spots. There may be someone like Jalen Brown and maybe someone like Bree Hall or whoever could come back to fill out that 12th spot. I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting to see this. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. Today could be the day. As I'm making this video right now, today could be the day they could make a cut. So as I get this video out to you, later on, like, I could be doing another video. So that's how this stuff works. So we have to just be patient and wait and see what is going to happen, because there's a lot of things that could be turning and we're not seeing. Now, moving on to another thing. The overall preseason assessment has the highs and has the lows. There's some good, there's some bad. But you gotta understand it's preseason. You can't expect for a team just to go all out in preseason. But nevertheless, let's enjoy what the Fever have brought to preseason, because there's a lot to grow on and a lot to see. But with the Indiana Fever Twitter account and YouTube account, they provide clips of the preseason. And let's roll the clip. So you get to see some of the sights and sounds from the all three preseason games where we won all three. Despite how we won them, we won all three. Is there a lot to work on? Yes, there is a lot to work on. But nevertheless, I do believe the Indiana Fever in the front office and the coaching staff has this handle. You can't lay all your cards on the table in preseason. It just don't work because you don't want to show the rest of the teams in the league what you planning, what you have up there. You want to keep everybody unbalanced. While everybody is out there showing their hand, the Fever doesn't need to. This what makes teams great because you keep things on the wraps. I said it before. Even in football in preseason, you do not go all out. You don't play your whole starting team just to prove a point. Things are going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take a lot of chemistry. But I do believe the Indiana Fever will get it together at some point. The preseason is just preseason. The workout kinks, get in basketball shape, get ready for the season. But I did enjoy the games. Like I said, there was some ups and some downs, but it's expected. Now we just need to know what the final roster is going to be like. Could there be two? Could there be one? We just have to wait and see. But whatever decision goes, which way it is, I will bring it to you in a way that I always do. So give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I mean, there could be possibilities. There could be two people cut. Sidney Colston could be cut, guys. He could be cut. Bree Turner could be cut. They could be looking at another big to bring in someone more athletic, more mobile, who could score. Who knows? Sidney Colston be cut. They could bring another young guard in. They could be like, hey, you know what? We need this guard. I think she brings value. We never know. So, but it's all going to come down to the salary cap, the money, the space that they're going to have to make any kind of move that they're going to need to make a move for. So we just have to wait and see. But until then, till the next episode, this is your Cool Down Tuesday edition, Live Wire Sports Media. Until the next time, see you when I see you.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.